Shalawanya. Tewa kewa kunyo. One wig leta ho she hey yo. We ya ho. We ya ho. We ayo. We oh we. Oh we oh we oh hiya. We oh we. Oh we oh we oh hiya. We oh we hiya. We ya ho we ya ho. So I'm back again with another Tim Talk. I'm by my pond. I've been getting ravaged by horseflies here. I was just thinking as I sit here and talk a lot about nature and caring for it, I go, how do you like a horsefly when it's biting you? I think we all have that same issue with mosquitoes and things. And I'll be honest, I don't have a good answer. This one, I did smack him and I did kill him and I threw him in my pond so the fish could eat him, or a frog could eat him. I felt pretty good about that. For the frog part eating him, I felt bad though about the horsefly dying. And I don't always kill them. If I can knock them off gently or brush them off, great. Or if I can avoid them, I'll do that. I'm not a ruthless killer, but they bit me pretty good. And that one got me. I could feel him go, ooh, and I smacked him. It was a reaction. And I think a point to remember is, but I do it when I do it, and I don't do it often. Kill things of anything like that. I have feelings about it. I care. I wish him the best. I give him a blessing. And mosquitoes, for instance, I'll often just brush them off. I don't kill them. But I do think, if an animal attacks you and bites you, like a mosquito or a horsefly, I think that's between you and that animal. And I'm not going to get all metaphysical here on it. It's a very primal thing to be bitten and attacked by something. And it's a very primal thing to want to protect yourself. And that's between you and that being. I would only say is keep your heart open and be always willing to protect and allow something to live if you can. Because ultimately at the end of the day, they're just trying to live their life, just like you're trying to live your life. And think how many animals you injure just walking down this trail, driving your car, windows in your house, birds flying into it, right? We're all in it together. I've often thought just what my feet must be like just walking on an ant trail or on a beetle on a trail. So we're not really that much different, if at all, from that horsefly or those mosquitoes, right? We all kind of live off each other in our own way. But again, it's a primal experience, and I think that's up to you. But have heart. I'd like to have this Tim Talk on going into the mystery. Now, I've talked a lot about this and this subject, and I will throughout. One way that it really ignited a fire in me and made me think is as I learned about Native American culture, in my own culture, the Celtic peoples who lived in Ireland in the days long before the modern world. They believed in the idea of a god, or a great spirit was a word. I don't know where that word came from, but they had no proof of it, direct proof, as I don't think anyone does today, right? And so they used the term a lot, the mystery. The mystery was always there, and the mystery was beautiful and powerful, and that was what they referred to often as our idea in the modern world, those of us that have been raised with religion and so forth, as God or gods or beings in the spirit or the spirit world or other realms of existence. So that's one way to look at the mystery. And if you're able to do that and keep your mind open, or better yet, put your mind aside and feel it, you'll allow yourself to go to places you could have never imagined before. We talk about this in our Earth philosophy class a lot, and that's subjects that I'm going to get into more deeply later. But there's so many layers of existence. We talked about Earth spirits, elementals. if you allow for the mystery, you won't cut off the teaching. You won't cut off the possible beliefs, and you'll go further. You'll learn more. You'll experience more. So I think that's very important to be willing to dive into the mystery, not knowing what awaits you. Now, there's also a great mystery of every day you wake up and you go into the woods, you know? We talked a minute ago about conquering false fear, false evidence appearing real. Often what keeps people from going deeper into nature and into the mystery is fear of insects, like I started this talk out with. Fear of getting bitten, fear of getting lost, fear of coming around a turn and seeing a bear, or fear of Bigfoot, you know. A lot of people have that kind of fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of not being in control. This is a huge thing. Control is an illusion anyway. Wouldn't you agree? Do we really have control of anything? But we think we do, right? We want to because it makes us feel safe. But truly letting go of the need to control is freedom. And you can always know that if some serious situation happens, another talk I could give, that there's this being that lives within us called our primal self. We talked about the wild man or the wild woman that will rise to the occasion and take care of us when need be. Rise to the occasion and take care of us when need be. You have to trust that. And if you're wrong, you're wrong. Life's not a guarantee. We do so many things every day of our lives that we don't even think about it. Getting in a car and driving down the freeway. To me, that's the craziest, most dangerous thing any human does, and we do it without a hardly a thought. So walking down a trail into the wilderness or the woods and being worried about a bear or getting lost or insects, that's a minor issue compared to driving down the freeway. And when you can let go of that fear and you go anyway, my gosh, what awaits you is life altering. The deeper connection to the earth. And then what awaits is the mystery. The mystery of all things, how it works, how an innate knowledge can be gained when you're willing to go into the mystery of how the earth works, how the spiritual side of the earth works. And you might not even be able to verbalize it or write it down, but within the being of yourself and how you are connected with the earth itself, the living earth, you will know the answers. But if you never go, you'll never know. And mystery is kind of an enjoyable thing, guys. It's kind of fun not always to be in control and know everything. It's kind of fun to take a leap of faith here or a leap of faith there. You know, I talked earlier about being an earth warrior, being a protector of the earth, going out and putting yourself on the line to protect the planet or do something important. That takes a leap of faith. You're jumping into a mystery. You don't know what's going to happen, what's going to be on the other side. You're taking a risk. See how all these things kind of interweave that I'm talking about and become one? So, go into the mystery. Be willing to explore the mystery. Be willing to allow it to live within your life. Think about this. Look in the mirror. Probably the greatest mystery is looking right back at you. You. Oh.